Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie. You're not neither any of these blokes, but you will see one or maybe even two Stewies in this video. It's an epic extravaganza. That's right, I can't believe it. Not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 replays in one video, all featuring 1AR Clan Wars. As requested by popular demand, an epic extravaganza featuring 1AR, the best clan in the universe. 1AR are recruiting, playing on the global map. Let's have a look. This is WOZCCASIA, Executive Officer, an absolute gentleman of 1AR. He's in the Conqueror GC. This is the Tier 10 British artillery piece. Now, if you haven't seen Clan Wars before, if you haven't played on the global map before, you might be looking at this saying, hang on, how come 1AR have got 15 players and the enemy team have only got 10? That's called Fog of War. Fog of War is a mechanic on the global map only. It's not on advances, it's not on skirmishes, it's not on stuff like that. It's just on the global map. You can't see what tanks the enemy have got until they've been lit, and that's why on the right hand side you can see that there's a few more extra tanks being displayed on the enemy team as they get spotted by the 1AR players. We're obviously looking from 1AR's point of view. My clan, the best clan of the universe, WOZCCASIA in the Conq GC. The first battle is going to go for a little while. It's going to be all about artillery. The first battle, Conqueror GC, 2 Conqueror GCs and a GWE100 is what the callers wanted for this one. We're playing on Sandy River SMP, slightly misguided pacifists who've, a shout out to them, they've made a big comeback. They've come back to the game, come back to the global map for season, is it season 15? Who knows? Anyway, they're starting to be spotted now, and you can see that on the right hand side of the map. Looking at the mini map, you can see SMP have sent a decent amount of tanks to the northeast. 1AR have got some tanks up there as well. WOZCCASIA's supporting his team by shooting at there's a WZ111 5A up there. There's also, I think there was 1 or 2 mediums. There's a 907 or a couple of 907s up there. That's what he's looking for now. The damage that he's done, there's a shot for you. 1,100 hit points into the 907. Tell me he wouldn't have chuckled when that happened. Looks like he might have got on the lightly armoured back half of the tank, maybe on top of the engine. 1,113 hit points of damage done so far by WOZCCASIA. WOZCCASIA from 1AR, Executive Officer, an absolute gentleman. He, some of the shots that he fired earlier, though, weren't... the tanks weren't spotted, so obviously, same as a random battle, that's not going to come up on the bottom left-hand side of the screen where the total damage done is. Looking towards the Object 277. This is a Tier 10 Russian tech tree tank. Now, I say tech tree because it's all Tier 10s. The Clan Wars global map, season 15. It's all Tier 10s. It's all 15 versus 15. If that hit, he needs to buy a Tats Lotto ticket, mate. After that shot, that was an absolute ripper. Looking at the lineup from 1AR, 2 Object 277s. The Object 277 is arguably the most popular tech tree tank utilised in Clan Wars. A few T95 FV4201s. They're chieftains. There's 4 of those bad boys. Now, chieftains are only available by participating in campaigns, Clan Wars campaigns, and before you know it, there's going to be one around the corner. You know that. I know that. We all know it's coming. 907, exactly the same. You get them by participating in Clan Wars campaigns, and also if you're not quite if you don't get enough games to get into the top 1500 or whatever it is, how it is where people get those reward tanks, then you can participate in an auction. And the auction is done via the game. I think it is. It's in the clan tab of your garage. You participate in the auction, and if you're lucky enough, you can get a tank. That's how I got mine. That's how I got both my Chieftain and my Object 907. Anyway, back to the game. 3 artilleries for 1AR. 3 EBR 105s. EBR 105, again, by far the most popular light tank used on the global map. There's an STB1, a 907, and 140 Chieftains, 277s. SMP have got a not dissimilar lineup. There's 2 EBRs. There's 1 tank that's not spotted. If you could look there, the player's name is Aragan, AROGAN. He's not spotted. It's just dots have come up. So that means that he's done damage. He or she have done damage, but they haven't been lit, so we don't know what kind of tank it is. That could indicate it's an artillery piece. Could also indicate it's just a tank that might be sniping, like a tank destroyer or a lightly armoured medium tank, whatever. 2 EBR 105s, 3 Object 907s, a couple of Chieftains, a WZ115A, which is another valid option if you don't have the reward tanks or the 277, 3 Object 277s, a Super Conqueror, 2 Chieftains, and a CS63. Now, I've only just bought my CS63. Now, the CS63 is a Tier 10 Polish medium tank, and it's got that speed boost on it, so you can get to those aggressive positions early. And I've seen a few of them. I've seen a few of them this season. I think this is the first global map season since the CS63 have come out, and you do see them used a little bit. I haven't driven mine. Mine's still got cobwebs on it, but we'll see. I guess it's with that speed mechanic. It's probably a valid option for getting to those quick spots that normally only light tanks can get to at the beginning of the game. StewiejP, no relation, the imposter Stewie, the other Stewie, another executive officer of 1AR. He's probably calling this game. He might be, he might not be. He was first to go down, but he also got the first kill. A lot of enemy tanks in the southern part of this map. There's a bit in the north as well, and it looks like 1AR. Maybe they're just taking their time on this one. And when if you think you're going to be able to take your time, then it's probably a valid proposition to use 3 artillery pieces, and that's what Stewie is probably calling for in this one. WOTCCASIA now looking at the Object 277 again, looking at the back half of the tank. That it missed, but he still got 321 hit points of damage. 2,121 damage done so far. A little bit of assisted damage, a little bit of... there's another... You just saw another shot from the other Conk GC go towards that chieftain, Tiger Snake, and he's down to 956 hit points. 3-1's a score. This is the global map. An epic extravaganza. 5 replays in 1 video. Don't worry. This one is the longest. The rest are going to be, there's going to be some pretty fast and furious strats and a lot of high fives after some pretty epic victories. 1AR on the global map having a great time, raking in the gold, raking in the victory points or whatever it is you get, and having a lot of good times as well. There's always rooms for right players. If you feel like putting in and having a red hot go, yell out. Join us on the Discord, link down below, as well as maybe the clan application page. Is this going to be a kill for 18 hit points? Yes, it is. Seagull's that kill. Tiger Snake, sorry, me old mate. But a massive shout out to SMP, as well as the other clans that we feature in today's video. Clans that have having a red hot go on the global map. Some of them haven't traditionally don't do it. I think this is the first season SMP have done for a long, long time. They were a force to be reckoned with years ago when I started playing Clan Wars, and it's good to see them back. 4-1 the score. WOTCCASIA from 1AR clan. Executive Officer and Absolute Gentleman in the Conk GC. Dorky Dave also in the Conk GC, and QP Sniper in the GW 100. I mentioned those 3 because this game being a nice, slow, take your time type of game. One of them stunned the Conqueror. WOTCCASIA gets him for 403 hit points, brings his damage up to 2,500. 2,500 that we've seen. That we've seen, folks. We don't know. He might have done more because he was firing blindly not too long ago. 7 minutes left on the clock. Plenty of time. Winning by 3 tanks with a score on 4-1. But having said that, with 3 artillery pieces, even if you're winning by 3 tanks, you don't want to be too rash to jump in and have an all-in brawl. WOTCCASIA looking towards the 277 in the northeast on 1,348 hit points. The Object 277, unique, is keeping him lit, and WOTCCASIA, he's gonna go for another Tats Lotto shot. If he gets this one, he might get another Tats Lotto ticket. 969 hit points, gets him for 579. That's not bad. Look, we all know RNG is a thing. Sometimes it goes with you, sometimes it goes against you. But was on over 3,000 hit points. Again, that we'll see. We'll see in the battle result at the end of this battle how much damage he actually did. Looking at the mini map, looks like 1AR making a bit of a move now. 3 tanks heading towards the north. Those tanks on the SMP tanks in the northeast corner are all pretty battered up. That one there, Critter Gel on 390 hit points. The 907 on 59. The other 277 on 919. WOTCCASIA goes for another shot on that 277. Takes him down to a 1-shot, and this is where the high health tanks can go in. Take 1 shot each, kill them. They're heavy, so they can take some damage if they need. WOTCCASIA turning his attention now to the western flank, and of course the chieftains in the southwest part of Sandy River making their move towards the chieftain Blue Cheese up there in the corner, as well as whatever else might be left down there. WOTCCASIA waiting for that gun to reload, willing it to reload as quick as he possibly can. 536 hit points. 3, 2, 1. Oh, nearly just misses out on another kill. Takes him down to 50 health, which is 49 more than he needs. There's a Super Conqueror there as well on 556. And it looks like the chieftains in the southwest corner are going to probably start to push on these 2 low health British heavy tanks. 7-1 the score, 1AR, making their mark on the global map. Blue Cheese on 50 hit points. We can't see. Here come the Chieftains. Look at the mini-map. Here come the Chieftains coming to make a push onto this little, the perch I call it, on Sand River, where traditionally you might use this as a place to defend. Wasman sees the opportunity for a seagull kill. RNG, well, all that luck he had before with those Tatslotto shots up there in the northeast. It went back the other way that time. He only got 25 hit points, which was half of the remaining health of that Chieftain. The Super Conqueror looks like it's going to be looks like he's going to be cleaned up by the Chieftains in the west, and now was focusing on the WZ11158. This is the second Chinese heavy tank to come into the game at tier 10 on 422 hit points. This should be a one shot for Wasman, unless RNG. Oh, someone else got him. Oh, you get it though, you get it. He's up to nearly 4k damage. He's doing pretty good. Now looking towards the 9.0, again willing that gun to reload. Only 2 tanks remain. It's a Super Conqueror and the 907. Down goes the 9.0, down goes the Super Conqueror, 15-2. It could have been a quicker game, but sometimes we just like to take our time. Let's have a look at the result before we move on to the next replay. And the next replay will be a little bit quicker than that one. That was Wasman from 1AR Clan in the Conch GC, the tier 10 British self-propelled gun, playing Clan Wars on Sandy River. Look, he did plenty of damage there. It looks like he did nearly 5,000 damage. And look what he's entitled the replay, the 1AR Arty Blitz, 13,000 damage between those 3 artillery pieces. Dorky Dave doing 3,209. QP Sniper, 4,478. And Wasman in the Conch GC on 4805. Not a bad bit of teamwork by the 3 artillery pieces from 1AR up against SMP. Slightly misguided pacifists. A shout out to them. Well done for having a red hot go on the global map, and welcome back for season 15. Did he make credits? He did make credits. He did make credits. Possibly a clan booster. Who knows? Sometimes we run clan boosters. Sort of makes up for the gold you got to fire. Went for 11 minutes. 13,000 damage between the 3 artillery pieces. Let's move on to game number 2. This is stewiejp. stewiejp. No relation. Not me. I'm not sure why he calls himself that. This time we're up against DTNVL. Now I know what DTNVL stands for. It looks like it might be in a different language, but again, fog of war in effect. You can't see the enemy team until they've been spotted. 1AR bringing 5 Object 277s, 5 Chieftains, unless I can't count, 2 907s, just the 1 EBR, which is a little bit different, and 2 artilleries again. This time Wasman again with his old mate Try Again Bragg. stewiejp leading the charge down to the C1 line, and oh, look at that bloke. There's this bloke sitting next to him. What a legend. There's a familiar face. You don't see him in these videos every day. Now the Chieftains have been called to head down to C1. No problems. Go to C1. Even in a random battle, I go to C1 on this map. It's where I think if you win C1, you're probably going to be doing okay. DTNVL looks like they're having a bit of a push up the middle. That EBR is the only tank that's been spotted on this western side, apart from the 907. stewiejp in the T95 FE4. 4.2, only got the full gold loaded. It's 119.3mm gun. Finds the Cranbag and shoots him once. And with the premium rounds, it's 322mm of penetration. 270 with standard. Shoots the Cranbag a second time to double track him. Artillery and Master Sergeant Big Joe picks up the first kill of this game. And now it's going to be an all-in brawl. Have a look at this. Turn to your left, he says. Turn to your left, turn to your right. There are tanks everywhere. 907 on 1,695 hit points. Time to start getting the focus fire happening. Take guns out of the game. That's what he'll be saying. Oh, not quite the gun impression to shoot the Object 140, but he's pinging the map like a madman because he's calling this one like an absolute champion. 1-zip the score. This is 1AR versus DTNVL on Serene Coast. Artillery takes an interest in the two chief, the tale of 2 Stewies. Have a look at this. Both up on the ridgeline. Gee, I hope I get some damage in this one. He always sends replays where I do SFA. But anyway, stewiejp'd. Little Stewie, the other Stewie, the imposter, no relation. My alias, was that an HE round? I want to watch that one again. Farming damage into the Object 907, working together. Shoots him. Now, will stewiejp get a kill? He does! That brings the score back to 3-2, but there's a heap of tanks here to go. This is where I say, you wait, little fella. I'll go first. I've got the hit points. You're down to 607 hit points. 2,179 damage done. Artillery having another go, and stewiejp, the original Stewie JP, Clan Commander, a little bit lucky, still on close enough to full health. Little Stewie though on 404 hit points. His crew is still stunned, winning 7-5, and this is just an all-in brawl in the north. The 907 back there with the Conqueror gun carriage, looking at the EBR on the minimap, trying to do an arty run, but possibly, hopefully, going to get taken out by the 90, which is driven by, could be Icarus up there in the north. 8-6 is the score. 2 tanks is the advantage. The 113 looks like it might be the next target. StewieJP, no relation. The other Stewie, the alias, looking at him, poking around this rock, and I'm sitting next to him saying, mate, you haven't got any health, be careful. Oh, my beer, I've got this. StewieJP, there's Jumpy. Here comes Jumpy in his Chieftain. Chieftain's obviously a pretty good. Chieftain's a pretty good option when you're playing Clan Wars. There's a reward tank for a reason, because the tanks are absolutely fantastic. I enjoy mine, I got to say, and I do feel for the people who don't have it. Here comes a Super Conqueror coming up from the top of the hill to shoot a little bit of 1AR targets, I guess you could say. Little Stewie shoots him again, this time for 460 hit points. Brings his damage up to 3,000. Jump on, getting caned by artillery. And again, Little Stewie shoots the Super Conqueror for 467. That brings him down to a one-shot. StewieJP and Jump on up there trying to clean him up. Little Stewie moving back away. The score is 12-8. This is going to be GG, and he'll be saying, not too bad at all, fellas. Not too bad at all. When you're on the global map and you're winning games, you get on a bit of a roll. It's pretty exciting. Or at least I reckon it's pretty exciting. There's still 3 more games to go. Up here there's a 705A, which is an interesting choice. Goes for the ram kill on Icarus. Can't say I blame him. And it just leaves 3 tanks. An artillery in the south, the 705 and the E4, which has just been taken out. Here comes StewieJP, community contributor, 1AR, executive officer, awesome caller, and hell of a nice bloke. But don't tell him I said that, because sometimes you get the big head about these things. Looking at the back of the 705, thinking, new beauty, this is easy damage, up to over 4,000 hit points. I hope he doesn't make me look bad. I'm pretty happy there. I've got 3 kills next to my name, so at least I'm not making a fool of myself. Only 1 tank remains, and it's the artillery piece. And let's see how far they can. Where's the artillery going to be? Well, the artillery was last spotted down there at K4, and look how fast the Chieftain can go. Must have a turbocharger on it. You didn't tell me that, Stewie. What's going on? Where is it? Here it comes. There he is. Mecha Wombat finds the Artie. Looks like Artie just fired. Wasman gets the kill in his Conch GC, and yet another GG from the lads and ladettes at 1AR. That was, he wrote Cattler up there. That was StewieJP. No relation. The one with a Y, sometimes alias, executive officer, and hell of a nice bloke at 1AR. Not a bad result. Not a bad result at all. What was the score? Still had 5 tanks left, so it would have been 15-10. Oh, look at that. Cheers. Thanks, Stewie, for sending me that one. StewieJP with nearly 5,000 hit points of damage. The other Stewie with nearly 5,000 as well. Mecha Wombat killing it in the 90, 3,500. Good spread of damage from everybody else too. There's Wasman again in the Conch GC, and pretty fast and furious game. Only less than 6 minutes, that one. Cost him a few credits. He was firing gold like he should, but cost him a few credits. But that's how we roll. And let's move on to the third game, shall we? Push this button over here. Here we go again. This is Doomy. This is Doomy. And hang on. This isn't the one where I do not too much damage, is it? You never know. Battle for Province, Dubbo. We're not stopping. We're not stopping. This is against our friends over at Lemon Clan. Shout out to them. They're not doing too bad. If you look at the clan leaderboard, they're sitting pretty good up the top there. Now, don't blink. This one is going to be fast and furious. Tried something different, maybe? Or maybe this is what we do all the time. I can't remember. Let's find out. Again, 160 TP, a couple of AMX 50Bs. My old mate Mini and QP Sniper in the 50Bs. Critical and Power Slide in their Object 277s, those Russian heavy tanks. 1 T57 heavy. So we've got 3 auto-loaders in this, which is a little bit different to how we normally play Himmelsdorf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Chieftains, and it looks like the Chieftains are going for a pretty fast and furious push up the hill. There's a VK7201K. There was talk about that on the day, and there was a reason. We bought the VK7201K, Object 140, and an E3 guarding the Banana Road. Here we are on the hill. He's pinging the map furiously. There's Chieftains. We're looking from Doomseeker's point of view, and he just Slightly turned a little bit left. Von the Burglar, Stewie JP, Mr. Centipede, Master Sergeant, Big Joe, QP Sniper, Mini Eel, Critical, pushing in on the hill. This is going to be an all-in brawl. This is the call was rightio. Let's see how good we are at focus firing. We can focus fire this properly, and we will win. 1-zip the score. Mini Eel picking up the first kill, getting rid of one of the chieftains from Lemon Clan. Big Joe gets rid of another chieftain, and all of a sudden we're winning by 2 tanks. Now it's like, rightio, there's 3 tanks. Let's kill them before they reload. Was that an ammo rack? That was an ammo rack on the AMX 50B. Unfortunately, Mini went down, but Mr. Centipede got the ammo rack on the AMX 50B, and he got the kill on the second AMX 50B. Now winning by 3 tanks. This is unheard of. What's going on here? 4-1 the score, playing on Himmelsdorf. 5-1. Focus firing like you wouldn't believe. Doomseeker's been told, get back down the hill, find those other tanks, get them. Flying Circus hit the chieftain. There's a bat chat as well. Good luck catching the bat chat, but I think the tanks that are downstairs on this hill might have a little bit more luck catching the auto-loading French medium tank. Doomseeker putting another shot into the chieftain, brings his damage up to nearly 1,800 hit points, and he's like, hang on, there's still a couple of tanks up here. There's 2 more chieftains up here in the north, Preety and Cranky Cheese. There they go, 9-3. All of a sudden, little Stewie at this point is thinking, shit, we might win this. This is Lemon, the #1 clan on the leaderboard, up against 1AR, third, and 1AR's been thinking, shit, what are we going to do? We're going to win this. Rightio, turns around, goes back. What was last down the hill? Von the Burglar flying in his chieftain. Be careful, Von. You might roll it. Here we go. There's the enemy chieftain again, Flying Circus, who's he's no stranger to this channel. He's sent me replays in the past on more than one occasion. Only 3 tanks remain. At this point, I think little Stewie at this point has turned off his microphone and he's high-fiving himself. Gets pretty excited when you get the big wins, and of course with the big wins you get the big scores. 14-3, only 1 tank left, and it's the Object 279E. So hurry up and get there. Drive faster, fellas. Drive faster. Chieftains. BK. Wasman the BK again. Wow, something just hit Wasman for a bit. And it's an all-in brawl. You know what it's like when there's only 1 tank remaining. Everyone wants a bit of the action. Doomseeker puts one into the side, brings him down to 201 hit points, and that was a fast and furious battle on Himmelsdorf. 1AR up against our friends at Lemon. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Every victory must be celebrated, and that one was celebrated, I assure you. Let's have a look at the result before we move on to game number 4 in this epic extravaganza of 1AR Clan Wars, the best clan in the universe. Again, not a bad spread of damage. Centipede and Critical both doing over 4,000. A few in the 3s, a few in the 2s. It's spread out a lot. A few good shots. And Doomy, I think it was his birthday too. Happy birthday to Doomseeker. What a legend. Only lost 300 credits there. Must have had we try to run credit boosters during Clan Wars. Not always, but most of the time. Most nights, and that sort of helps offset any losses people might have by firing full gold, which is pretty good. That was a fast and furious game, only 4 minutes, and fastest game we've seen in this video, but there's still 2 to go. Let's get back to the next game. This is 1AR versus who? VAM, V-A-M, I think. Yes, it is. 1AR versus VAM. Vincere Ort Mori. Shout out to the VAM for having a red hot go on the global map. This is Doomy again. Doomseeker again in the Chieftain. You can see now Chieftains get a hell of a flogging on Clan Wars. This time we've got an IS-4, a couple of Mouses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Object 277s, 4 Chieftains, and a 907, and just the 1 EBR. Doomseeker again, driving in the Chieftain. He's got coffee and tea going there, no worries. That helps his crew skills, and he's flying straight into the middle of the map. Looking at the mini-map, VAM have bought a heap of 277s as well, a Super Conqueror, Chieftain, some Object 140s, and that's almost the entire team spotted. 2 Mouses from 1AR going in towards the city, and now Doomseeker has been spotted. He's looking at those 277s, thinking we're better off. We don't want to spot, we don't want to stop, we just want to keep driving and get behind some hard cover. Oh, this is a good little spot. Finds the hold down position, and now it's time to start shooting these Object 277s. Again, this will be a case of, oh, why is that guy going sideways for? Anyway, it didn't cost him much. The player in 277 who went sideways didn't cost him much at all. But Doomy now just getting a chance to Focus fire down that Object 277. 1,283 hit points of damage done. Big Joe goes down to the 140. Here comes the Object 277. Oh, they're pushing now. Look at this. VAM doing a good push here by the looks of it. 1AR have gone north. Some of these tanks are out of the fight. VAM could win this. VAM winning by a tank. 1AR down by a tank. Doomseeker on 2,143 hit points. It's early days though. He's in this good, he's in a pretty strong hold down position here, just shooting. If these tanks here had have joined, who knows? If my auntie had balls, she'd be my uncle. There's another one, another chieftain, which is a one-shot Doomseeker. Trying to get some more shots out. Mecha Wombat there in the Object 277, having a great time. 4-2, and this is just, you can just hear all the guns firing and focusing down. Get rid of the one-shots, boys. That's what you want to do. Down goes Jacques in the Object 277. That brings the score back to 7-3. 1AR having a great time on the global map. 1AR are recruiting. That was a good roll. 500 hit points. Is that normal? 440 is normal, or average. 8-4 the score. Here comes Doomseeker rolling in now. And now it's an all-in brawl. There's a bit of pinging happening in the north. The Object 277's in the north. Not sure if there's anything up there to shoot at. Maybe they're gonna try to cut. Not too sure. Doomseeker has gone straight into the fight. Finds the back of the 277. And who else is left? 277. Oh, there's 277s there. They're all 277s. It looks like the two AMX-50Bs are going back in the north to maybe try to reset. And there's a big fight happening right here in the south. These two are both one-shots. 5 seconds left on the cap. No, they got the reset, no problems. 40 seconds on the cap, and now those tanks in the south have all been taken out. Just the one AMX-50B left in the north. There's an EBR and two Object 277s up there. They certainly should be able to get rid of the lightly armoured French heavy tank. Heavy by name, not by nature, in just a few seconds. Maybe. He's down to 700. You can see him, of course, from Doomseeker's point of view. You can't see him. He's miles away. There he goes. Something's just gone into him. Down goes the final tank, the AMX-50B, and another tidy win from the lads and ladettes at 1AR on Ruinberg, this time against VAM. Let's have a quick look at the result before we move on to the final replay, which I know the 1AR clanmates are probably thinking, Stewie, you're not going to do that, are you? This is the one where you did not too much damage. Anyway, Ruinberg, Doomseeker, having a ripper. Top the score charts there with 4,628 hit points of damage. 3 kills, 1158. Base experience. He fired 13 shots, 12 hit, and they all went through. And a nice amount. Again, good mix-up. Stewie JP'd. I didn't get a game in this one. Maybe I was at work. 3,000 damage. Von the Burglar with nearly 3. Mecha Wombat with nearly 3. And focus firing, obviously on point. Didn't have a bet booster there, but still only cost him 25,000. That's not bad for a 3.5 minute game. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at our last replay. 5 replays in one video. It's killing me. It's absolutely killing me. But this is, again, 1AR. This time, we're on Ruinberg again against our old mates, MIHI. Now, MIHI have been around for a while, and they're no dummies. Is this going to be 5 out of 5? Again, 2 AMX-50Bs, an IS-4, 1 mouse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Object 277s, 5 chieftains, one of them driven by yours truly, and an EBR 105. This time looks like it looks like a bit of a city push. Look out, bit of a city push. Here is Doomy. Now I was one block over to the left. I was just over to Doomseeker's left. So I haven't seen his point of view before. Doomseeker again coming straight up the middle road of Ruinberg. Puts one shot in the AMX-50Bs. Looks like those AMX-50Bs might be reloading now because they're getting the hell out of dodge. The CS-63 goes down, maybe over there in the field. Object 279E, 50B. Auto aims on the 50B. Doesn't penetrate the French heavy tank. I want to get rid of the 50B before he finishes reloading. He's on 740 hit points. Make that 301. Doomseeker goes for a ram. Von the Burglar confirms that kill. And now they've surrounded this Object 279. Well, I hope they should have surrounded him. Looking for a weak spot. Shoots and doesn't penetrate the Tier 10 Russian heavy tank, the reward tank. Jump on it, going for some more damage. Doomseeker shooting the Object 279E, taking him down to 1150. 3-0 is the score. And bang. goes Doomy. Picks up his first kill, gets rid of the tier 10 Russian heavy tank, and now it's time to focus on the field. 4-zip is the score. Doomseeker on 1 kill, 1400 hit points of damage. StewiejP pinging on the map like a madman, saying, hang on, we might have this. Another win. Might have been one of those nights. I don't think all of these games were from the same evening, but there have been some nights where we've just been lucky enough, good enough to sometimes things just go really well. And high five to everybody involved in doing it. 17 seconds, 16 seconds left on the cap. It looks like the lads from me here are coming back for the resets. There's plenty of tanks here though, and of course at the moment with the global map, at the moment you're better off going for kills and damage than trying to cap out a game, unless you think it's the only way to win, because clan tasks are a thing, and clan tasks, in my opinion, is the best way to do well on the global map. That's just my point of view anyway, as 1AR's clan commander. We're not doing too bad this year. 9-5, 9-6, look out. Mihi might be coming back. Here's Mini Eel, executive officer as well from 1AR clan. What a legend. Puts a couple of shots into the 140. StewiejP gets a kill every now and then it happens. Von the Burglar gets rid of the T95 FV4201 as well. And before the voice goes, it looks like there might only be 2 tanks. Mini saying, fellas, I'm on the reload. I'm on the reload. Quick, get up here before they kill me. They both shoot. Mini takes him down to 292 hit points. Will he reload him? Will Mini No, he doesn't survive. There's only a 9-0 left. And that's my old mate Tommy, who's an absolute gentleman. StewiejP gets the last kill, and that is another win. Shout out to me here though. They had a great game. Oh, one short, and I wasn't gonna show this one, but I know that some clan members will want to see. StewiejP 2 for 222. Shout out to Richie Benno if he's watching from the stars. What a legend he was, still is. Anyway, that was it. That was Clan Wars Epic Extravaganza. 5 replays. 1AR are back. 1AR on the global map. We're recruiting. There's room for the right people. You need some tier 10 tanks. You need to know how to play them. And you need to have the right attitude for the clan. Doomseeker in his chieftain. Who reckons Doomseeker doesn't mind his chieftain? He's had a few games in that one. StewiejP, the other Stewie. He doesn't mind it either. And Wasman, what a legend in the Conch GC. Everyone involved in 1AR's Clan Wars season, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. You've all done an epic job. Everyone who's played, called, chipped the map, done the strat sketches, worked out the strategy, who we're going to go for, what we're going to do. High five to every single one of them. Hopefully, we'll all be able to have beers soon. And the voice is about to go, so we'll wind up today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for the replays, Wasman, Little Stewie, and Doom. Don't forget to click the button over there, like, subscribe, get on board, all that kind of stuff. Take care, and see you all next time.